You nervous like I am?
I am. I'm actually nervous.
Don't worry, man. No need to be in it. Both been it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Describe the day you left your place of birth.
I was born in St. Mary's Parish, Anoto Bay in Jamaica. But that's all I can remember. I know it's a beautiful country, like hot palm trees, everything. But last time I was there, I was 4 years old. So, what about you?
It was horrible. I couldn't say goodbye to my mom. I just had to tell her to walk down like this just because ISIS couldn't see her. So when I sleep sometimes I keep remember saying the same thing.
Wow, not being able to say bye to your mum and that.
What is your biggest
Misconception about Britain?
Yeah.
Where I grew up in North London, back then in the 80s there was like National Front and BNP and stuff like that, and getting called all sorts of things, like even in school. You know, you black this, you black that, and go, you know, F off back to my own country. And once or twice I felt like a bit, didn't want to be this colour because of the way I was getting treated. But then I just thought, nah, so I'll stand up strong for this colour and be proud of my colour and be proud where I'm from and everything. But yeah, I felt discriminated through my colour. But I feel a bit let down by Britain, of a country that I've been in for 41 years though, longer than I've been in Jamaica. And I've done many, many things to represent for England, the UK and that, and I still feel that I've been treated and discriminated in a way because of my colour. What about yourself?
When I first arrived to the country, I didn't speak English as good as I do right now. So I joined the college. I don't know how long I'm here for, but as long as I'm here for, I wanted to make some friend where I could feel that I belong to. I had one friend over at my flat, and then he just started saying, you should fuck off to your country.
Wow.
And start throw stuff at me like this. Like, okay man, I am from Syria. I know maybe you're a bit scared. I can't have you in my house. You're just being so racist to me. And I'm your friend.
Home.
Yeah.
In your own home as well.
You know.
Wow.
So he just said, fuck off to your country then. I can't say it's brilliant, it's great, everybody's lovely. It's not. And it's not bad till the point that if you walk on the street, everybody doesn't like you. You know, there's people who like you, there are people who want to chat with you. But you still feel that the judgment, that the weird look that people look at you when you walk into a bar, into a coffee shop. And it's life, you have to just deal with it.
When people are ignorant towards you, do you have some form of defense where you can handle it better, deal with it?
I just keep walking. I don't talk to them. Ignore them. Because if you start something, these people want you to, you know, if someone walk at you and then say something, they want you to start a fight.
I'm the same. Like, if I was to react to every person that was ignorant towards me, I just flip it back on them with a smile, ignore them, hit them back with kindness, man.
Get it over, mix it with love, and that's it.
Describe your first day in the UK.
A dream. I was happy till the point that my parents didn't believe that I'm in the UK.
For me, it was different. So I've come into the UK at 4 years old and I'm seeing different coloured people. So I'm like, oh wow, and brick houses and like the roads and everything. And it wasn't sunny as well, it was cold.
It was cold.
It was cold.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what I remember, it was cold, man. It was cold, yeah. What's a common misconception of immigration?
Some people think that immigration is a bad subject, is a bad people, you know, stay away from them, these people are dangerous. I think 2 months ago, some boats crossed the channel, the English Channel from France to England, and they was on the news live, saying, those people are coming to our country. Why don't you say, oh, these people are coming here and it's so dangerous, why don't we make it safer for them?
That's it, yeah.
I have been on a boat on a sea, stuck in the sea for 7 hours. No one knows what I'm gonna do, calling the police. The Greece said, you aren't in the Greece border, we can't do anything. And the Turkish, they say the same, we were in the international water. Nobody will do anything for you.
Wow, so just leave
So
you there.
they just leave you there.
Leave
I
you there, they
stuck
don't.
for 6-7 hours. I don't know what to do. We were like 75 people in a boat, can't fit more than 30 person. I'm not the person who come here to do something bad to you. I haven't had the choice. If I had the choice, I would live in my country. I would stay there. I was a student at the university. Everything was good for me. I had a life, my family, my dad, my mom, my sibling, everybody's around me. I had friends. Why would I choose to leave all this love that I had and then come to somewhere that I don't know anybody? It's just something that you have to deal with, where you didn't plan for it. It doesn't make you a bad person.
That's it. That's
What
it.
about you?
For me, like, my mum had the opportunity to come over to England, to the UK, to get a better life, not only for herself, but for me and my sister. They don't understand that we're just trying to come over here to try and live a better life than what we're having in our own country, because things have been taken away from us and stuff. So the only way you get to know is if you speak to someone and actually find out. Right, okay. Describe British food in 2 words.
Fish and chips.
That's free.
Fish, okay. Do you find it easy to talk about your experience?
When I'm speaking about my experience, I get a bit clogged up, emotional about it. I've done 95% positive stuff, and because I've done a negative thing, I got held in detention. When I got checked into the detention centre, I was on the phone to my lawyer. I heard a big crash, a big thud. It was a guy who put a sheet round his neck and he'd thrown himself off the 3rd floor. And I was still on the phone to my lawyer at that time. And I don't know, like, you hear about things, you know. I helped the guy. I shouted to 2 guys underneath, hold him up, hold him up. So if they didn't hold him up, I would have had to pull on the sheet to be able to loosen it. And not many people know the experience of detention centres. You're put in prison, ex-closed down buildings, ex-prisons, ex-women's, men's prisons. I got held in detention for a period of about 4 or 5 months. Then I got put on immigration bail. But when you're on immigration bail, you can't work. You basically can't do anything. So if I was to be in an accident, I was admitted to hospital, they wouldn't give me no treatment.
When I first arrived to the country, I had £35 a week.
Well, that's what you get when seeking asylum.
Yeah.
That's what they give you each week.
£35 a week. You have to buy, like top up your phone, buy product to wash your clothes, buy food. So I was filled up with energy where I wanted to speak English and then go out and talk to people and make friends. And I had this beautiful life that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make my dreams happen again. I'm gonna study, I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna make a life. So I went to the college and they said you aren't allowed to study after 6 months of being in the country. I thought to myself, like, what am I gonna do 6 months? Okay, I can go out and find a job and then practice my English. I didn't know I'm not allowed to work because I can't speak English. So I went back home and then I sat between 4 walls. I can't do nothing. That is my experience. That's why I gone through that. Is what it feels like. One of the guys that I knew killed himself. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know when he want to get his statement. He can't walk, he can't study, he can't do anything. He just sit down in the house. He can't even go out and talk to people. He doesn't have the language. Send a message to his sisters and said, I'm gonna kill myself. They come back home, they found him dead. That's how sad it is, that's how dangerous it is. I thought, well, if I spoke about my experience and let the people know what is going on, it might help somebody's life. And I think it's very important to talk about your experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Next question?
Yeah, that was a deep question, that one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That was, listen, because that was a hard one, huh?
Yeah, man.
Right, has the UK become more hostile to live in?
I live with a family, with an English couple who hosted me Like, I'm really thankful for them, you know, they make me feel like I am home, which is really important for me. You know, people say immigration or refugees don't give us anything, they just take from me. But if you think for further in the future, they would join the NHS doctors, they might be a bus driver, I might take from them the home, but also I'm giving them something back.
I've been here for 41 years, I'm on an immigration bill, I can't work. I've got 3 children. I've just launched a label, a music label called Stand Up Speak Out, which is for the voiceless. And it's basically encouraging individuals, whether they've been through experiences like ourselves, or they're going through some mental health issues or drug use issues, that they can use this platform to basically get their voices heard via music. What about yourself?
I work with Musics, which is a business we started, me and my friend. It was really, it was a night time and we were asleep in Cali in the jungle. And then we saw the ferry. And this ferry is going to England. My friend climbed up and jumped easily. And then when I climbed up, everybody heard, and then that's what everybody heard. Can't move my legs. So I said to my friend, run away. And they said, no, we're gonna make it all together. I was like, we can't make it all together. He put me on his back and he started running. While he's running, my leg is moving. And when it's moving, it was so painful. Like, you know, I stayed for 2 nights with a broken leg. The doctor come at the end from the jungle, they deal with it. You know, they put some plastic and some plaster around it, and they said, you can't move for 6 weeks. My friend, he was like, okay, we're gonna cook something to eat. And we start to make food. We ended making it together to the UK, and then we ended, I was like, why we don't make the same food that we had in Cali, we start to sell it over here. Everybody sits together, share the food and share a story here, you know, talk to other people, meet other friends, you know. It is beautiful when you see someone who is welcoming you for no reason. It's just made the food made by love. You didn't plan to be a chef, you didn't plan to just make it, like let's do it, and that's it, sitting up, last weekend was the first anniversary of the business.
Wow, keep it up, man.
We're well,
I've got to come down for some, innit?
Welcome. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Thank you.